Hello, my dear friends. Namaste, namaskar, and a warm welcome to one and all of you. It's a great privilege and deeply honored to meet you through this yet another session, and it always gives me that joy that we are here to share yet another very important topic that is needed for life. Life is all about challenges, and what is the most important thing that we should never forget is you and I need to learn to overcome those challenges. The more we learn to overcome challenges, I'm not saying challenges will be, your life will be free of challenges or challenges will stay at a distance. It's not like that. But then your life will be at ease, your life will be at peace. And that's the most important thing that you and I need to take a note. All right. A warm welcome at another day, at another topic. And today's topic is very, very important because the title of the topic goes like this, and you will understand why it is important. What is the definition of a perfect family? Very important title. The other day I happened to speak to one of my friend and we were discussing about a little bit of family matters. And there were a lot of tensions on his side and a couple of issues with his daughters, and we had been sharing those experiences. Even I had challenges in my family during my daughter's childhood, and we were exchanging and encouraging one another. And as an event of that, I start to think, what must be the definition of a perfect family? Now, if I were to ask you that question, what would be your answer? Let's assume that we take five use cases. We approach a person who is basically in the lower sector, for example, poverty stricken. According to him, the perfect family would be I should have my own bicycle, I should have my own dresses to wear, I should have my small hut where I can live without any rent, I should have my own electricity, correct? And I should ensure that my children are sent to government schools, therefore they don't have to work because I have enough uh, you know enough money to buy my food. I should have 3 meals per day. This will be the definition of a person who is poverty stricken about this perfect family. As a question, if you were to ask that question to this person, this would be his answer, correct? Now you move one level upward. Five categories we will take. You move one level upward. The second category is somewhere between the lower middle class and the poverty stricken. For example, a person who works in a factory, as a normal laborer, who earns 5,000 rupees to 10,000 rupees per month or little more than that, right? Now his desire would be, I should have a own rented facility which has a asbestos roofing. It is not a hut where leakage will come during hot season. You cannot stay inside or something like that. It's almost in the slum areas you can find. It's all the blue sheds will be there. It will be a terrible thing to live there. And this person would say that, I want to get an admission for my child in one of the convent schools or in one of the top notch schools, some kendriya, some school where I want to put and bring up my child in a kind of English speaking environment, correct? That is his dream. And I need to buy saris for my wife, and every festival we need to celebrate it with lot of firecrackers and sweets and this and that. And I want to be free of debt. All these things would be his level of thinking for answering the question perfect family. Now let's move on. Now let's talk to a person who is in the lower middle class. Now the fellow is kind of a supervisor, or maybe he's a mason, or maybe he's working in some construction, civil constructions, and as a normal laborer, he earns little more than 15,000, for example, 20 to 30,000 rupees. And most of the dreams which this fellow was there between the poverty stricken and the lower middle class carries forward or applies to this guy also. But he wants to live in a rented facility which has a concrete roofing and no common toilet. I want a toilet right inside my house, only shared for my family, kind of things. Now, the other fellow, I forgot to tell you, no toilet at all. In the open field only I need to go, and there is a small little shed where common bathing is being done for ladies and all that. In India, you find many places it's like that. They are surviving like that. I'm talking about the guy who's between the lower middle class and poverty stricken. Now, this fellow would say, I want my own facility. And yes, I want my children to really study well and this and that. And all these things will be in the lower middle class. And his dream would be someday I want to own my house, for which I'm saving, lifetime saving one house, small house, I want to have. Upper middle class, fourth category. Upper middle class would say, his answer would be, what is the definition of a perfect family? Now, this guy would say, I already have a own house. I won't have one more house where I would let it to rent. And yeah, that is an additional thing. And I want to invest here and I want to invest there. And he has some targets for investments. I want my promotions. I want to ensure that my daughter becomes a doctor. My boy becomes an engineer or a pilot or whatever. He has got that kind of dreams. An upper middle class guy. And you ask him, obviously he's going to have some more things also to his list. I want my own dog, my cat, my tiger, all that he will say. Fine. You go to a rich man. What is the definition of a perfect family? Now that guy would say, and it's a very interesting answer. You won't believe. I have everything that I want. I have my money, I have my investments, I have my own company shares, I have my own property which is as big as an acre, and I have everything. But I don't get proper sleep in the night. I don't have peace. I don't have joy. I have happiness, but that's temporary. It comes and goes. What is the difference between happiness and joy? Happiness is linked to a circumstance. Joy, regardless of any circumstance, you will see, especially you will see this poverty stricken category we reviewed, right? They are always joyful because they have nothing more to lose. They have nothing more to gain. If they have money, they eat food. If they have no money, they will drink water and sleep. I've always seen those guys very joyful. That's the difference between being super rich versus kind of poverty stricken. But I'm not saying if you're a rich person, sell everything and become a poverty stricken beggar on the street. Not like that. But I'm telling you some of the principles even I could extract. Now this fellow gets into antidepressant tablets and this and that, and he attends parties and artificial smile. How are you? And all that, they're artificial smiles, and wishing, hey, it's been long time. Hey, how are you doing? And why don't you come home and all that? It's all nonsense. You know that, I know that very well. And definitely those artificial smiles doesn't instill any joy. But you look at a guy who's in a lower middle class, upper middle class, or poverty stricken, they will host a function or a party in a small house where almost one its place is there only for 20 people, but 50 people will be packed in that. You should see that joy, you should see that happiness. And this rich fellow, you ask him, he will say that I have health issues and all that. Why? Because he was running after making money and stressing himself, sleeping only for 4 hours a day. And this fellow sleeps for 8 hours, 9 hours, if required 10 hours also, he will sleep the whole day also, yet he's very happy, right? I'm not saying you should be sluggish, you should always sleep and all that, but then you should have adequate sleep that is required for your body. Therefore your health remains as health. You remain as a healthy person, not being transformed to an unhealthy person. These are the problems. If they get fixed, then I call it as a perfect family. And not only that, we don't have time for each other. Husband and wife, they meet maybe once in a week. My wife is a big CEO and I am a big entrepreneur, and we meet once in a month. There are families like that, super rich. And of course, husband and wife, they don't have time for each other. Of course, where is the time to meet the children? Children will be getting into all sorts of nonsense because they have no one to monitor. They have all the money they need. They have driver with car with the driver, and they will go anywhere they want and meet anyone they want. Alcoholic, drug addictions, anything. Proper parental care is not there. Their livelihood is spoiled. Correct? At an young age, they get into all sorts of unnecessary problems and issues in terms of health and all that. Now this man realizes, I have lost all of this in my life, and if all these things are getting fixed, I call that time this family, at that point of time, I call this family as a perfect family. So beloved, why I just picked 5 use cases is to give you an understanding. Like where you belong, I do not know, but there are 3 parameters in life. They are very important: peace, love. Now 4 parameters: peace, love, joy, and health. I repeat it: peace, love, joy, and health. Right? All these four parameters, when it reaches to the state of saturation or holisticity or holistic, then that's when you will be able to tell that, my family is a perfect family. Health can never be perfect. Some or other health issues as age grows, due to aging problem we will have, but we will have other health issues which have come because you are so stressed, right? You have no time to share your love. You have no time to be joyful. You have no time to be, to live at peace or sleep at peace. Therefore, you end up in all sorts of issues, depressions and distressions and gastritis. That is the outcome of stress. And some people have vertigo problems. Some people get into thyroid deficiencies. Some people have liver function issues, kidney problems. No time to even drink proper, water, and they get into all sorts of problems. Kidney stones gets kind of originated due to over stress. If you don't sleep properly, you will get kidney stones. A lot of problems you will get, right? So peace, love, joy, and health. Love is the definition of love is you got to spend quality time with your near ones and dear ones, especially with your family, with your friends, with your blood relatives, and all that. And you can share your love to those that are poor, downtrodden, needy, orphans, and old homes. You can visit hospitals and clear somebody's bill. You know what a joy it gives. And joy, the other definition of joy is you need to help someone who cannot repay that back to you. You invite a rich man, you are a rich man too, and this person will invite you and you go there. What is the point in sharing the riches what you have? You got to share those riches with someone else who cannot repay. Some of the poorest and stuff like that. That's when you will get joy. And the heart of that rich man, will start to long to get into these kind of experiences. And that's why you will see Mr. Ratan Tata. I know that a lot of charity he has done, and Bill Gates have done a lot of charity, and a lot of top entrepreneurs and rich people. They have done a lot of charity. Sachin Tendulkar, one of the top cricket, he's god of cricket, and he is into a lot of charitable deeds, and he never discloses what he does, right? And we know Mr. Punit Rajkumar, one of the actors here, Kannada actors, passed away very recently. And he got into a lot of charitable deeds. He is top rich. He is son of Mr. Rajkumar, one of the top guys in. He's an icon of Kannada film industry and all Kannadigas. I love him a lot too. His son, and he has everything in life. But that man, he really understood where his joy is actually. He's one of the top actors. He's one of the top ambassadors for many advertisements and stuff like that. But that did not give him joy. When he gets into the charitable deeds, he understood, oh, that is where my joy lies. Unfortunately, he passed away at a very young age, Mr. Punit Rajkumar. So there are many things that you and I could learn from top rich people, and it does not matter, whether you're rich or poor. It's all about attitude. It's all about getting that peace, you know. And being at peace, another definition is stop quarreling, stop envying, stop complaining, stop murmuring, stop grumbling, stop what I say, encouraging the anger, the bitterness and anger, that hatred in you. All these things you say no, within your family or outside your family, right? Morning also I got into one road rage into in my heart. I didn't even open my mouth, but the guy almost came crossing and he dashed my car, and I really got angry. And inside me, I didn't even open my mouth. But then I felt, that is also not right. What is inside of you, one day it is going to come out, so better kill it at the root level. I said sorry to myself, and I said, I'm not going to do that again. So these are the things where when you get rid of, you will enjoy something called as being at peace and being at ease. Yeah, at ease, stand at ease. Correct. When problems strike your life, stand at ease, calm down, and then you will know how to basically fix it. But you get panicked and paranoid and all that, your mind won't work. Yeah, check with any medical doctors; they will tell you. When you're at stress, you really get more stress thinking of the stress. Your brain will shut down. You won't be able to think anything. Calm down, right? All right. Peace, love, joy, and health. Kindly start focusing on health. It's important thing is lifestyle, diet habits, and stuff like that. Going to bed early and getting up early and going for early morning walk, or at least walk in the evening and do some yoga or field exercises, right? Stretch exercises and stuff like that. Don't go to gym and keep running at the speed of, 100 miles per hour and all that. Many people died of heart attack going to gym. I will definitely not encourage. Normal yoga exercises, do breathing exercises, do at home. Get some good sunlight for your body and walk. Go for a brisk walk, 40 minutes. That's enough. You'll really live long and healthy. You don't have to build muscles. That job anyway. Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, all these Khans are doing, and Hrithik Roshan and all that guys are, there. Leave it to them. They let them rule the film industry, and let us watch that entertainment and enjoy. Why you need six packs? You need a slim stomach and maintain your weight and all that. You'll be at ease, you'll be at peace, and you'll also live healthy, because you will have no pressure to build that six packs. Only four is there, two is missing, and all that. Why? Leave it. Yeah. So stay calm, and at workplace also, don't take too much into your head. Look at this guy. He joined 2 years. He's junior to me by 2 years, and he got promoted. I did not get promoted. Let him get promoted and enjoy the pressure. You be at the same level, but work. Be honest. One day the honor and pride will come automatically. Don't worry. All right. God bless you. Take good care of yourself. And I hope today's session was useful. This is the definition of perfect family: spending time for one another, being at peace, loving one another, being joyful, and also having that good health. And what all it takes, please ensure that you give your level best. And someday you will realize the value of these four parameters. Take care, and I will meet you soon in the next session. Namaste. God bless you.